definitely trying to be successful from that.
Wing Chun versus Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is a fascinating clash between two very different martial arts styles. One is built around fast strikes and close-range efficiency, while the other focuses on positional control, takedowns, and submission techniques.
Watch windows, windows, windows!
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is best known for its powerful grappling techniques and aggressive ground fighting. Just look at how this Wing Chun practitioner is rendered completely helpless once the fight goes to the ground. This BJJ practitioner is also highly trained and skilled in his craft. That becomes clear when he faces off against this Aikido master in the next match. In this sparring match, we can clearly see how the Aikido practitioner gets taken down repeatedly by the Jiu Jitsu fighter. Not only does he dominate with superior takedown techniques, but this Jiu Jitsu practitioner also shows incredible striking speed during the stand-up exchanges. This definitely makes you think twice before challenging a BJJ practitioner. Otherwise, you might end up like this heavily built fighter who walks into a Jiu Jitsu dojo and challenges the master to a fight.
Come on! Come on!
The two engage in an extended ground battle. The challenger turns out to be no pushover. Despite the Jiu Jitsu master's repeated submission attempts, he keeps breaking free using his tremendous strength. Then the bodybuilder ups the intensity by taking off his shirt, signaling that he's ready to get serious. But the Jiu Jitsu master isn't backing down either. This time, he fights with even more determination and manages to dominate his opponent with a firm neck choke.
Take your ass home, pretty boy.
In the end, the muscle-bound challenger is left completely helpless, suffering a humiliating defeat.
Who's the master? You are. Yeah, say it. Who's the man? Who's the man? No burpee? No burpee? No burpee?
So, what about the Wing Chun master? This traditional martial art from China is often underestimated by those unfamiliar with its true power. However, Wing Chun practitioners have proven time and again that this is not a style to be taken lightly.
I got called Bruce Leroy earlier, so I'm gonna try to make it glow out here. Scrap.
Grab him and push the wall.
Oh, good check! Good! Oh, good!
Keep it moving!
Finger out of the cage!
In a real-world fight, a Wing Chun practitioner needs to maintain distance from a BJJ fighter, relying on footwork and angles to avoid being taken down. But once the duel shifts to the ground, BJJ's positional dominance often takes control. But in today's world of modern martial arts, it's no longer just about grappling. Take this fight, for example, between a blue belt in Jiu Jitsu and a Wing Chun practitioner. Right from the start, the Jiu Jitsu fighter struggles to break through the Wing Chun master's defense. On the other hand, the master keeps landing rapid-fire jabs, using lightning-fast hand speed that forces the Jiu Jitsu fighter into a defensive position. The Jiu Jitsu master keeps trying to lock in a submission, but the Wing Chun master anticipates each move with impressive awareness.
Okay, break, next.
Later, the Wing Chun practitioner goes up against another Jiu Jitsu master, this time a white belt. But once again, the Jiu Jitsu fighter is rendered helpless, just like the ones before him.
Okay, next.
Then, another Jiu Jitsu fighter steps into the ring, this time wearing a blue gi and a white belt. He appears stronger than the previous Jiu Jitsu masters and manages to drag the Wing Chun fighter into a clinch battle.
Okay, break.
Now, let's turn to the showdown between Mikey Musumeci, a highly skilled Brazilian Jiu Jitsu practitioner, and Gantemur Bayanduran, an expert in both Wing Chun and Sambo.
Create that space, but Musumeci just won't let it go like a dog with a bone. Look at his foot.
Musumeci, with his exceptional BJJ background, locks Bayanduran into a tight submission hold, leaving him in serious trouble and struggling to break free from the grip. We can also see a similar moment in a bout from One Championship, where a Wing Chun-based fighter named Z Wei faced off against BJJ black belt Reese McLaren. The match didn't start well for McLaren. In the opening moments of the first round, Z managed to trap McLaren's leg and land a clean shot to his face, putting McLaren on the back foot early on. As the fight continued, McLaren was briefly dropped by a sharp overhand right from Z. And Z didn't stop there. He continued to dominate the striking exchanges, landing another solid punch to McLaren's face that threw him off balance.
Johnson and Adriana Marias. There's the overhand right early on the...
Refusing to go down without a fight, McLaren brought the bout to the ground, playing right into the strengths of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The Australian fighter took control, securing a clinch and then executing a beautiful double-leg takedown shortly afterward. And sure enough, after a series of grappling exchanges on the ground, Z was eventually forced to tap out to a deadly submission from McLaren. That sealed the win for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter over the Wing Chun striker.